force between multiple charges. So this force between multiple charges we can understand by the principle of superposition. So what this principle of superposition is saying, for example, we have taken two charges separated by two charges Q1 and Q2. They may be like charges or unlike charges, or they may be placed in air or vacuum or any other medium. They are separated by distance r. Now the force between them will become F is equal to K or K into Q1 Q2 by r square. So this is the force between these two charges. Now according to the principle of superposition, the force between these two charges does not affect by the presence of another charge in the vicinity of these two charges. That means vicinity means the region where effect of these charges are present. That means because of this Q3, the force between these two charges will not affect. So here there is a confusion between in the previous case we discussed Q1, Q2. What is the net force on Q3? We have calculated based on the situation, repulsive, attractive, like that we have calculated. But here again we are saying there is no change. You see, you observe the difference. The point, the force between Q1 and Q2 is F. The force between these two charges, that is F, does not affect by the presence of this third charge. But the net force on this charge may be different. For example, initially Q1, Q2, the force between Q1 and Q2 is 10 Newton. Now resultant force on Q3 may be 3 newtons or 4 newtons like that. But this 10 Newton, which is force between these two charges, will not affect. So when you are finding a resultant force on this charge, they may be different. But original force, what is present between these two, does not affect by the presence of other charges. That is the statement of principle of superposition. Okay. That we can write in the form of sentence. The force between two charges, the force between two charges does not affected by the presence of other charges. Does not affect by the presence of other charges. The force between two charges does not affect by the presence of other charges. 1 minute and start on call. The force between two charges does not affect by the presence of other charges. That is the statement of principle of superposition. Now, so with the help of this statement of principle of superposition, we can calculate the force between multiple charges. Now you see, for example, this is of charge Q1 is placed at some position. Now, in the vicinity of this charge, there are number of charges are placed: Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, Q6, so on Qn. Like that, number of charges are present in the neighborhood of this charge Q1. Now, what is the net force on this charge Q1 because of all these charges? The net force on this charge Q1 because of the remaining charges is nothing but the force between the multiple charges. Here we can take separation between these two is R1 to 2. This is R1 to 3, R14, R15, R16, so on R1n. 1n. That means 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 6, so on 1 to n. So like that, n number of charges are present in the neighborhood of the charge Q1. Now, what is the net force on this charge Q1 due to all these charges? Now, the net force on charge Q1 due to remaining charges is equal to vector sum of because force is a vector quantity, so we can write a vector sum of all the forces exerted by charges on Q1 charge. The net force on charge Q1 is Q1 due to remaining charges is equal to vector sum of all the forces exerted by charges on other charges or remaining charges or other charges on Q1 charge. Now we can write force on 1. That means force on charge Q1 is equal to force on 1 due to 2 plus force on 1 due to 3 plus force on 1 due to 4 plus so on plus force on 1 due to n number of charges. Okay, so this is mathematically the sentence we can express like this. The net force on charges Q1 due to remaining charges is equal to vector sum of, because force is a vector quantity. If it is a scalar quantity, we can say algebraic sum of quantities. In the case of charge, electric charge is a scalar quantity that we said while discussion of additivity of electric charges, we said algebraic sum of all the individual charges. But here, as a force is a vector, we are saying vector sum of. That means here we should follow the vectors laws of the laws of vector additions. We should follow while adding these forces. Okay, right. As we know, force is expression for force. That means we can write F1 bar is equal to, this is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is common if these are placed in air or vacuum. Now in all the cases 1, 1, 1, 1 is there. That means Q1 charge is also same in all the equation. That means Q1 charge also we can get common. So Q1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is common. Now this is Q2 by R12 square plus Q3 by R13 square plus so on plus Qn by r square 1 n. So this is the expression for force. So this is looking like very simple expression, but based on this expression, we have different model of numericals. So not only this, while discussion of electric field, we have more number of application-oriented type of questions are there based on this one, because electric field due to multiple charges. There is a concept is there. So in this case, in the case of force and in the case of electric field, models will be same. So that is the reason we will less concentrate on force uh, case. We'll concentrate more on electric field case, because electric field related cases they are asking in the examination most of the times, uh, because both the same model of questions are asking based on the force and electric field. We can practice any one of the concept thoroughly, then we can able to uh, mm, solve the question related to other topics. Okay, so this is the force. Okay, right. This is force between multiple charges. Now we have different models of based on this. For example, model one. Two charges means in the case of two charges we already discussed as in the form of Coulomb's law. Two charges case we already discussed. Now system of three charges, force between the system of three charges. Now we can take, this is also we done yesterday. This is Q1, this is Q2. Now we have placed these two are separated by distance R, distance R. So Q3 is placed at middle of these two charges. If this is positive charge and this is also positive charge. Now Q1 will exert repulsive force on this. This is acting in this direction. This is force on 3 due to 1. Due to 1. So Q2 also will exert repulsive force. Repulsive force. Then that is in this direction. This is force on 3 due to 2. Due to 2. Now net force on charge Q3 is equal to F31 minus F32 if F31 is greater than F32. The same way F32 minus F31 if F32 is greater than F31 is equal to 0 if F31 is equal to F3. F3 2, because these two are in opposite. Now this is called the point where the effective force is 0 is called null point. So these null point expressions we will get. So we will get in the case of electric field, we will discuss. No need to discuss two times. So related to electric field, we will discuss. So both same expression we can use in the case of force also. The point where net force or net electric field is equal to 0 is called null point. Okay. So during electric field, I will give that expression. Then we can. Okay. This is net force. This model also we already discussed during Coulomb force. Once again, you can recall. Here, one more thing is there. You need to observe here, just for identity. If this charge is placed at this point, charge is placed at this point. Now, this is positive charge, exert repulsive force, and this is also positive charge, exert repulsive force. Repulsive force. Like that, these are all the situations we will discuss during electric field. Okay, during so Most of the cases they will ask the question in the case of electric field only, and we can discuss those models in the case of electric field. Right now we can go with this is negative charge minus q1, this is plus q2. Now we have placed q3 charge. Total distance is r. Now for example this is x, this is r minus x, r minus x. Now as usual, so q3 positive, q1 is negative. So q1 will exert attractive force on q3. That means this is in this direction. This is force on 3 due to 1. Force on 3 due to 1. So q2 is positive charge, q3 is also positive charge. Exert repulsive force. Exert repulsive force. Repulsive force is in this direction. This is force on 3 due to 2. Now net force on charge q3 is equal to F31 plus F32 magnitude. If the direction means towards a negative charge, towards a negative charge. In this case, F31 is greater means towards Q2. F3 is greater means towards Q1. So like that they will give the direction. So toward Q2 or toward Q1, like that we can decide. So now in this case, towards minus Q1, that force is directed. Like that magnitude we can find by using this one. Then we can. What is F31? F31 is nothing but K into Q1, Q3. 3, 1 distance is x square. Now F32 is K into Q1, Q2, Q2, Q3 by 3 and 2 distance is r minus x whole square. Now we should add both of them to get the value of net force. Okay, right. Next model. Okay, so 3 charges when it is placed in the vertical position. Vertical positions are not asking in NEET examination. They're asking in JEE mains examination. Okay, no need to that vertical. Now we can go with 3 charges are placed at vertices of an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. Now in this case, this is of Q1, this is of Q2, and this is of Q3. So what is the net force on Q3 charge? Q3 charge. Now this is positive and this is also positive. Side is A. Now this will exert repulsive force which is in this direction. This is force on 3 due to 1. Q3 positive, Q2 is a positive. Exert repulsive force like this. This is force on 3 due to 2. As this is an equilateral triangle, angle is 60 degree. Now this angle is also Q3 charge. This angle is 60 degree. Now resultant of these two will be acting in this direction. This is net force on Q3. Okay. Now net force on Q3 will be root over F square 31 plus F square 32 plus 2F31 F32 cos 60 degree. Cos 60 degree. Now here Q1, Q2, these are all there. Now we can find F31 is equal to K into Q3 Q1 by A square. F32 is K into Q3 Q2 by A square. So by using these relations, we can calculate F1, F3, and by using this, according to laws of vector addition, we can use that force expression to calculate the net force. Now, if charges are same, then what happen? Distance is same, charges also same, which means if Q1 is equal to Q2 is equal to Q3, then F31 is equal to F32. F31 is equal to F32. Therefore, you see F net is equal to general expression. We can, this one is same, this is also same. Now we can write this is F square. We can take this as F square plus F square plus 2F square cos theta. Theta value later we will substitute. That implies F net is equal to root over 2F square plus 2F square cos theta. Then 2F square will be common. Then we can write 1 plus cos theta. 1 plus cos theta. Now 1 plus cos theta we can write it as 2 cos square theta by 2. 2 cos square theta by 2. Now that implies F net is equal to root over 2F square into 2 cos square theta by 2. Therefore, net force is equal to 2 into 2, 4, square cancel. This is 2F cos theta by 2. When forces are same, we can use this expression directly to calculate the value of force. So no need to go with angles and all, substituting and all not needed. Directly we can get 2F cos theta by 2 when forces are same. Forces are same. So make a note of this. So in the place of a triangle only, they can ask a different type of questions by changing sign of the charges, by changing magnitude of the charges, by changing position where we need to find the value of net force on a particular charge. Okay, right. Next. So same situation, equilateral triangle. This is of minus Q1. This is of plus Q2. This is of plus Q3. What is the net force on Q3 charge? Okay. Now this is A, this is A, this is also A. Now Q1 charge is negative charge, Q3 charge is positive charge. It will exert attractive force. Attractive force is in this direction. This is force on 3 due to 1. Due to 1. Now this is positive charge and this is also positive charge. It will exert repulsive force. Repulsive force is in this direction. This is force on 3 due to 2. Now as this angle is 60 degree, total angle is 180 degree. So 60 degree is already there. Then we can get remaining angle. Remaining angle is 120 degree. 120 degree. Now net force on charge Q3 is equal to root over F square 31 plus F square 32 plus 2 F 31 F 32 cos 120 degree. Okay. So this is 120 degree. Angle between them is 120 degree. Now, if they are equal charge, 2f cos theta by 2. That means cos 180 by 120 by 2. We get cos 60. So like that we can simplify the numerator. Okay. So 10 minutes again you have to join. Right. Next step. We can take a same equilateral triangle. Now we can take equal charges Q, Q, Q. This is a centroid of an equilateral triangle. Outside A, this is also A. So now centroid is at the same distance from all the corners of a triangle. That is equal to A by root 3. This distance is A by root 3. This is also same and this is also same. So charge is the same, distance is also same. If you are taking one charge Q naught at a centroid of the equilateral triangle, then what is the net force? What is the net force on this Q naught charge which is placed at the center? Now this Q will exert repulsive force in this direction. This Q will exert repulsive force in this direction. This will exert repulsive force in this direction. That means resultant of these two is balancing like that. Now we can take net force acting on the charge Q naught at placed at centroid will be equal to 0. This will happen only when charges are equal, distance is also same, sides are same because of an equilateral triangle. So now this distance is A by root 3 from every corner of the triangle. So net force acting on the charge which is placed at centroid of the sphere because of these three charges will be equal to 0. Equal to 0. Okay. That is one model. Next step. So same models we can get in the case of electric field also. This is Q1, this is Q2, and this is Q3. Now at any half of the side of the an equilateral triangle, one charge Q4 is placed. Q4 is placed. So what is the net charge on this Q4? Net charge on this Q4. Now we say this is charge distance is this much. This is A, this is A by 2, this is A. This angle is 90 degree. 90 degree. Now this side is A by 2. This side we don't know. For example, this is some x value. This is A. This A is nothing but hypotenuse. Now we can write by using Pythagorean relation. This is square. That means A square by 4 plus x square is equal to A square. Okay. Side square plus side square is equal to hypotenuse square. Now this implies x square is equal to A square minus A square by 4. This is 3A square by 4. That means root 3A by 2. This value is root 3A by 2. The main distance between Q1 charge and Q4 charge is root 3A by 2. Root 3A by 2. Now we can calculate what is the net force on this. Net force on this. Now this is positive charge. Q3 will exert repulsive force in this direction. This is force on 4 due to 3. Now Q2 will exert repulsive force in this direction. Force on 4 due to 2. Now Q1 will exert repulsive force in this direction. This is force on 4 due to 1. That means from here we can take like this. This is F43. This is F42, and this is F41. So while calculating Q2, Q4, A by 2 distance, Q3, Q4, A by 2 distance. While taking Q1, Q4, we should take root 3A by 2. That is how we can calculate individually forces. Now, if this is greater, resultant of these two while acting in upward direction. If this is greater than this one, resultant force will be like this. For example, F42 is greater. Now, in this direction, what happened? F42 minus F43 is acting upward because F42 is greater. Now F41 is in this direction. What is the angle between them? 90 degree. 90 degree. Now net force on charge Q4 must be equal to root over, this is 1, F square 41 plus this one, F42 minus F43 whole square. This is F1 and this is F2. Cos 90 is 0, then the next term will not be happen. Now this is the net force. So if the question is lengthy, if a mathematics is very lengthy, means they will simplify the force value. They will simplify the force. So force values they will give directly. So by using force value directly, we can apply this relation. We can solve the numerical within 1 minute. The same question they will give for JEE mains examination. As for JEE mains examination, 2 minutes available. They can give the question with that means they need to solve values of 414, F42, 43, all the individual values they have to calculate and then we have to substitute. But for in the NEET examination, those values they will give directly. So by understanding that concept, by taking that values, we can substitute those values, then we can complete the question within 1 minute. Model is the same. So mathematical calculations and mathematical lengthy process, they will reduce while they're asking the question related to NEET examination. So this much of time is available like that. So to reduce the time, they will give information regarding values. So if values are given means that within less time we can simplify the numerical. But understanding of the concept is the same for both NEET as well as JEE mains students. Okay. So at that application, the force value calculation. This force value calculation is very simple in terms of multiplied values like that they will give to simplify the mathematics. Okay, this is how we can calculate the force. But not only like this, they can 3 charges they can arrange like anything. They can arrange So like that we can calculate the value of force. Next, so if once you understood how to do the numerical means, then you can practice all the numericals. Next, we'll take four charges. We can take four charges. We can take a square. Okay, square. So here, charge Q1. So here charge Q2. So charge Q3. Charge Q4. What is the net force on charge Q2? Charge Q2. Now this is A. This is A. This is A. This is also A. So to simplify the numerical, they will give equal charges for NEET examination. So different charges and different, for example, rectangle also they will give by taking different values. So like that given means numerical mathematics will become somewhat lengthy. That's all. Model is the same. Now this is A, this is A. So what distance between Q4 and Q2? Diagonal. This one. This is A, this is A. This will be root over A square plus A square. That is root over 2A square. That means